The New Mexico Lobos howling through March in front of a packed pit. Already Mountain West co-champs, at least their first in 12 years. Now a win away from claiming the title outright. Julian Richwain has the hot hand for a streaking UNLV team against one of the nation's most dynamic guards, New Mexico's Donovan Dent. You're watching March to March, presented by Principal. The second meeting of the season between the UNLV Runnin' Rebels and the New Mexico Lobos, who try for a season sweep. New Mexico's clinched at least a share of the Mountain West title. A Lobo win tonight or a Colorado State loss in Boise. New Mexico wins the regular season championship outright. With the great Pete Gillen, Tiffany Blackman, I'm Carter Blackburn. And Pete, it is going to be a rocking pit tonight, and what Lobo fans are hoping is an enchanted March run.
No question, Carter. Sold out pit, senior night, over 15,400 fans, most of them rooting for the Lobos. Okay, they want to win, as you said. They got to get this win to be outright champs, but UNLV is red hot. Won 6 out of 7. It's going to be fun. UNLV wants to win with defense. They do a great job. Last 7 games, holding people to 59 points a game. And New Mexico, offense, 82 points a game. All right, we got style of play. We got will. It's going to be fun.
New Mexico has probably the best player in the Mountain West Conference, and he has stepped up big time in the big games. 40 in the huge win over VCU. 34 in the first meeting with the Runnin' Rebels, and Tuesday to clinch the regular season co-championship, at least 33 in Nevada.
Donovan Dent is not a point guard, Carter. He's a points guard. 20 points a game. He leads the Mountain West. He steals the ball. He creates shots for himself and his teammate. He's a great passer. He's an unbelievable player. When he goes to the glass, he uses the glass.
You mentioned UNLV getting hot, and they're doing it without their sophomore point guard, Didon Thomas. They'll miss him again tonight, but the Runnin' Rebels are hot.
Unbelievable. They're playing great defense. Their defense gets their offense going. They block shots. They steal the ball. They fly up and down the court. They're very talented, very athletic. Their defense is great. Jaden Henley played great, Carter. The last 3 games, 20 points a game. He's knocking it down. He can score at all 3 levels. He's terrific. He plays well tonight. We could have a big upset.
5,312 feet above sea level, 37 feet below ground level. It's a sold-out pit for the Runnin' Rebels and the Lobos. The 4th sellout of the year for the final New Mexico home game at the pit. As we take a look at our starting lineups, UNLV's 5th game without point guard Didon Thomas. An interesting big man matchup between the Rebels' junior Jeremiah Cherry and the Lobos' Nelly Jr. Joseph on his senior night. And for more on New Mexico, we welcome to the pit Tiffany Blackman.
Hey, Carter, a great atmosphere for the Lobos. And earlier at shoot-around, we saw Coach Pitino and his team watching highlights of everything that they did right, offensively, defensively, in that previous matchup against UNLV. Now, the difference this time is that they have a chance to win the outright conference title, and they can do it on senior night. So no doubt the emotions in this one are going to be running high. And while Coach Pitino did talk to this team about the special opportunity they have tonight, he stressed how they have to stay focused, Carter. So they've got to find a balance here this evening.
And on the other sideline, Kevin Kruger, who has had success here at the pit, 2-1 as a head coach and 1-0 as a player. He had a career high 26 in March of 2007 as part of a special march on the way to the Sweet 16 for the Runnin' Rebels. So, Pete, how do you handle, especially for UNLV, but also for New Mexico, senior night, sellout, the championship implications, the March implications?
Emotion is unbelievable, Carter. You know, once again, sometimes it's a plus. Usually it is for the home team, but sometimes it could be a negative. Too much emotion. Your parents are here, your girlfriend's here, you know, so it's tough to have. You got to balance the emotion. You can't get too high or too low.
And 9 seconds in, a foul on Jaden Henley, who has been UNLV's scoring star in the last 3. And that sends the 5th-year senior, 2nd-year Lobo, Mustafa Amsil, on his senior night.
That's an example. That was a brick. Forget about it. Looks like me when I was playing.
Amsil's a 73% foul shooter.
Yeah, well, Motion got that first shot.
And he misses them both.
That's rare. Now, it's very difficult for a visiting team to play in this emotion card. We did. I used to wear a helmet when I was on the road for senior night.
Well, Amsil nearly poked it away from Jalen Hill. New Mexico wants to pressure the ball, especially without Thomas. Rishwain off of his night on his senior night when he scored a career-high 26 in the win over San Diego State.
He was unbelievable in that win over San Diego State because, 6 for 9 from three-point land.
Joseph inside on Cherry. First touch for Nelly Jr. Joseph. He takes it right at Jeremiah Cherry.
Yep. Got to fake your pass to make a pass, Carter, because the Lobos are really out in the passing lanes.
Rishwain nearly turns it over. So more of a motion. Oh, there's Cherry slipping to the hoop for the dunk.
Again,
a hot start for UNLV. Rishwain has a bucket and an assist.
Great pass by Rishwain.
Donovan Dent got mugged. Yep, that's a foul, and that's on Cherry. And that could be big. Cherry got in foul trouble in the first meeting. New Mexico's win in Las Vegas.
Yep. Rishwain attacking the basket. Nice finish. He usually shoots it from downtown. Great pass. Throw it home, big guy. Jared, throw it home.
Get it into True Washington. Washington into Joseph, and Joseph takes it right at Cherry. 4 early points in the paint for Nelly Jr. Joseph.
As you know, Carter, last time they played, he had a double-double, the big fella, Joseph.
Big time, 22 and 18. That's a miss by Jaden Henley. Washington hits the deck with them as well. So Washington's going to have to trail the play. Into Joseph again. Right at Cherry again. Asserting his dominance on the post.
Let the big dog eat. Get it to the big fella. Toughest place to guard somebody, Carter, in my opinion, is the low post. If he or she knows what they're doing. And Joseph certainly does it. Knows what he's doing when he's down low.
He has the first 6 for the Lobos.
Get him the ball. Cherry was wide open.
Here's Rishwain. Borovichinen cuts him off. And now Jalen Hill in the paint. Kick out. Henley for 3. Long rebound. Run down by Borovichinen. Lobos. Borovichinen sidestep. Missed it. Cherry bothered at the rim.
Fast pace favors the Lobos because they're better offensively. 82 points a game.
Deep 3. Rishwain nails it.
Oh, my
He's
goodness.
coming off a game where he hit 6 threes against San Diego State.
Exactly.
First meeting against the Lobos, he hit 5.
Yep. 4th school for Rishwain. Boston College, San Francisco.
Derek Joseph, he has the first 8 points for the New Mexico Lobos.
Get the ball to the big fella.
And now on the other end, Cherry. So takes advantage of Joseph celebrating a bit. Cherry beats him down the floor.
Looks like defense is a town in South America, Carter. Nobody's guarding anyone right now.
Joseph has 8 early points. Cherry has 4. Rishwain 5. Washington on the baseline. True Washington, who plays tremendously well on this court for the Lobos.
Yep.
And now Amsil gets a steal. First of the night for New Mexico. Amsil on the run. Washington there to bail him out. 4 straight for True Washington.
Yep. Once again, you're Kevin Kruger, you got to watch the bleeding down. The Lobos get another hoop. I'm going to consider a timeout.
And here comes the 15,500 at the pit, but Washington reaches in for the foul. And now as we take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by Carvana.
So UNLV transition D. Got to get back because the Lobos really run. Rebound, rebound, rebound for the running Rebels. Now for the Lobos, defended 3. Last game UNLV had 12 threes and take care of the ball. Well, turned it over.
I mean, Kevin Kruger put it simply, when we rebound, we win. And their defensive rebounding has improved greatly, including +7 versus San Diego State.
Great run, Carter. As you know, 6 out of 7. They beat San Diego State in their last game. So
swept them. First time in 12 years.
Right, Carter.
Pressure on the ball. That was almost a walk. Somehow Jalen Hill kept his foot on the floor. So shot clock winding down. Henley poked away by Washington.
No call.
This is going to be a lob, and that's a shot clock violation. Didn't get it off on time. And that will send us to an official timeout. Nelly Jr. Joseph dominant early. 8 points for the big man from Nigeria on his senior night. Lobos lead it by 4.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Principal. Let's build a retirement and benefits plan that works for your team. By Carvana. Buy your next car the convenient way at Carvana. And by AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
The 2012-2013 last Mountain West Conference regular season champs, and they're all holding up 5. That was 5 regular season and tournament titles for Steve Alford's teams and the famous Cherry Blazer. So the regular season title scenarios tonight, Lobos win and it's all theirs. They're underway in Boise between Colorado State and Boise State. A Ram loss would also give New Mexico the win, and sure enough, a Ram early lead, 7 points in at 7-point lead, 9 minutes in, something like that.
Coach Nico Medved from Colorado State does an unbelievable job.
Dent attacks out of the timeout. Right to Donovan Dent for her first bucket. Nearly a steal in the backcourt.
Lobos 9 steals a game they get.
Noland off the bench, 6th man for the Lobos. This is Henley in tight. Dropped it off. Injai couldn't hang on to it. Rishwing fires again.
He's on fire. If I'm playing a guy like that, Carter, who's on fire last cup, don't let him get the ball. Don't help. Just shut him out. He's blazing on fire.
8 early points from Rishwing coming off a career-high 26. Dent kicks, and he was fouled. It is Pop Injai's first. So Injai into the game because Cherry got an early personal foul. So they want to keep Cherry out of foul trouble banging with Joseph, but now Injai has one.
I wouldn't keep him too long now. You don't want to be the richest guy in the graveyard. Play your best guys.
Joseph dribbles out of the double. Back into the hands of Nolan. The senior from Waxahachie, Texas leans in. He traveled. Walk, give it back to UNLV. First turnover by the Lobos.
Good call. Refs are doing a great job early on, Carter, with this emotion, the intensity. They're controlling the game.
All 14 points for New Mexico in the paint. By the way, earlier foul was reversed from Washington to Borovichina. Only foul against the Lobos. Just got rid of it. We've seen one of those in the paint earlier this year. Henley misses the 3. Joseph has the rebound. And now Dent behind the back. Donovan Dent off the glass. Rare miss in tight. Injai has the rebound.
Exactly, Carter. Very rarely when he gets in the paint there, he finishes almost every time.
Now pressure on the ball. Injai off seal, and Injai dunks it down over Omseal anyway. Even at 14, the dunk from Injai as the Lobos bring it back.
Rebels doing a great job hanging around in this atmosphere.
Washington launches. Boarded by Rishwing. P, you said the avoiding all of the emotions and the crowd and staying in it early. Here's a run out. Nolan, run out, dunks it down. Senior night, hammer dunk for C.J. Nolan. And did he get teed?
Yes,
he did. Hanging on the rim. Nolan got teed.
Yeah. That's common sense. That was obvious. Did a chin-up card. Usually they let it go. Rishwing falls down. Nolan goes in. Watch, he hangs there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, the chin up, that's going to get it every time, like you said, Pete. So another boost for UNLV. Although Rishwain is on the bench. So Jaden Henley to the free throw line. 88% foul shooter. Misses. Jaden Henley, who is second in the Mountain West Conference in free throw shooting, misses the technical. And there you see the concern now for UNLV. Julian Rishwain dealing with an injury on the bench. They're already shorthanded. Well, the Lobo fans didn't like it, but that was clearly a tee.
No question. Good call. You can't chin up on the rim, as you said.
And a first personal on Nolan. Dent steals it. Run out. Donovan Dent. No chin up, but a flex. Stoppage. An issue will stop this one momentarily. And we're going to reset the shot clock to 28 seconds. 8 New Mexico points off of turnovers early.
The defense is getting their offense going, Carter. When they overplay that much, a defensive team, you got to fake the pass and go back door. Fake a pass, go back door if you're UNLV.
Now the Lobos' offense is terrific, 82 a game, but top 25 in both blocks and steals. 3 early steals, all 18 points in the paint. And now foul called, count the bucket. Jalen Hill will head to the free throw line to try and complete the three-point play.
Great drive by Jalen Hill. He's in traffic, used the left hand, terrific finish. He's bumped. Joseph is there, went right through 2 guys. Great finish by Jalen Hill.
The personal foul was on Milicevic. A 1-point game. UNLV has won its last 2 trips to the pit.
Very impressive.
They played at Dayton, at Creighton. So they have played in some of the toughest home environments in college basketball. Dent takes a bump. He'll head to the free throw line, and that is the second personal foul on Pop Injai.
Yeah, that hurts. Carter, with a great player like Donovan Dent, who get into the lane anytime he wants, you got to have plan B. Maybe trap him once in a while when he brings it over. Maybe play some zone. Maybe a box and 1, triangle and 2. You can't let him control the pace. Right now, he can get into the lane anytime he wants.
Den averaging 20 points per game. Spins that one in to give him 5 as we check in with Tiffany.
Hey, Carter, you mentioned Rishwain being out of the game. Well, I've been watching him getting some work done by the athletic trainer. They appear to be focusing on that left knee. Guys, he tried to stand up just a few minutes ago. He couldn't. Sat back down, the towel over his head. He is clearly frustrated about not being in this game right now.
And that is just a heartbreaker because that young man was having a terrific close to his college career, getting his master's in sports management as a 6th-year senior for UNLV, and you hope that the injury is not as severe as it appears right now.
Devastating right now for the Running Rebels.
Bedford, long 2, boarded by Joseph. Second rebound for Joseph to go along with his 8 early points. Dent cut off, poked away. Hicks got a hand on it, into the hands of Cherry.
You don't see that very often. Donovan Dent losing the ball.
So the Rebels pressure Dent. Hicks gets into the paint, and now Cherry. Backing in, Cherry draws 2 defenders and finishes anyway over Milicevic.
Get it to the big fella, let him eat.
6 points for Cherry, even though he sat on the bench after the early personal foul. Joseph is going to take it on Cherry again. Now backing down, the 5th-year senior spins and misses. The first miss for Joseph. Hill off the bounce, stripped out out of bounds, UNLV ball. It's a 1-point game between the Runnin' Rebels and the Lobos. You're watching March to March, presented by Principal.
Welcome back to the pit here with Coach Kruger. Coach, you guys had the hot hand with Rich Wayne earlier, but he's out of the game. How do you continue to adjust without him?
Well, you know, the step number one when you play them is you got to appreciate how fast they are and how well they play passing lanes. And even though what's kind of been going on in the game right now, we're not in the spot we need to be, right? We need to come catch the passes. We need to be a lot stronger. We need to be a lot more ready for their quickness, even though, you know, it's 2019, but, you know, that's because we've thrown in some shots. We've had some good possessions, but we've given up too many free ones, like we talked about that shoot around. So we got to eliminate the free ones, but guys are competing. It's a great atmosphere and a great game, so we'll keep fighting.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Well, and unfortunately for the UNLV Runnin' Rebels and Kevin Kruger, you saw Julian Rishwain hobbling towards the locker room up the tunnel here at the pit. His dad, Brian, was trying to comfort him on the bench, and UNLV already dealing with numerous injuries all the way back to the beginning of the year. Rob Whaley, Jace Whiting, now Didon Thomas, and now Julian Rishwain. 2 made threes in the game for UNLV, both from Rishwain. So out of the timeout, Almseal gets the steal. 4th already by the Lobos. Into Joseph again. Backing down on Cherry, spins, bumps. Cherry gets the rebound, play on.
Cherry's doing a nice job keeping his body between the basket and the big fella Joseph. So excellent defense by Cherry for UNLV.
And now a 3 goes down. Jaden Henley, first game without Didon Thomas. He had only 1 point. In the 3 since, averaging 21 a game. Last week's Mountain West Conference Player of the Week.
They've been playing great. Now without Didon Thomas, all right, and Rishwain, who's hot as heck. He's got to really step up. Him and Cherry got to do it.
Here's Dent off the pick from Joseph. An air ball? Maybe a hand got on that one. So now Hicks into the front court, bothered by Borovichinen, out of bounds to UNLV.
Looks like there was some contact on that one, Carter. Kruger.
Steals and points in the paint. 4 steals and 18 points in the paint for New Mexico. And the first matchup, they had 42 points in the paint and a 2-point win at the Thomas and Mack.
Yep.
Back on January 25th.
Go inside now.
Off the curl, Bedford launches a 3. Rebounded by True Washington.
Not a good shot. That was right in his face.
Washington on the wing. Almseal's going to face up on Brooklyn Hicks. Off the bounce, Almseal fader. Tough 2, spins out, boarded by Jalen Hill.
If I'm UNLV, I'm going inside to the big fight. Cherry, get him the ball.
Hill spins off the glass. Jalen Hill. UNLV by 4. Washington goes behind the back. Cherry. If it's on Cherry, that is his 2nd. And it is. So both Njai and Cherry have 2.
Nice finish by Hill. Spinning in the lane. Joseph's got to give him a little help. He just waved at him.
Oh, Pete, you are a proponent of letting the big dog eat.
Yes.
And now if you're New Mexico and the 2 post players for UNLV both have 2 personal fouls, you would think that Nelly Jr. Joseph would have an opportunity to hit the buffet.
Get him the ball. He's got to move, but a lot of times he's free, Carter. People are shooting bad shots on the perimeter. We were always an inside-out type team, Carter. You know what I mean? It's the toughest place to guard somebody in basketball, in my opinion, is a low post, if he or she knows what they're doing.
Washington misses the 2nd. He does have 5 early points. He's the barometer. Lobo's undefeated when he's in double-figure scoring, and he has 5 so far, but misses the 2nd free throw.
Now, Pop Njai is a good player for UNLV, but he's not a great scorer inside.
Jalen Hill all the way to the rim, attacking off the bounce. Largest lead for UNLV by 5 on the road at a sold-out pit. Into Joseph. Here he is.
Yep.
And now Njai just has to back away. And Joseph has 10 after he had 9 on the road on Tuesday night.
Give the big fella the ball. If it's not broken, don't stop doing it. Keep doing it.
And now Bedford fouled. So a reach in. And if it's... That is the first on True Washington. So the reach in. And Richard Pitino is letting Nate Harris know about it. Just got teed.
He's got to be careful. You don't want to get thrown out. Calm down, Richard. It's a long game.
Technical foul on Richard Pitino. The technical foul was called on Washington. That's a very important correction. It's not on Pitino. It is on Washington. But that gives him a second personal foul. Although, Pete, you are correct. Richard Pitino was not far from getting one himself.
Yeah. I tell you what, I would have warned him anyway if I'm one of the officials. He was irate. Look, he's still talking. Got to be careful, Richard. Coach your team. Done a wonderful job this year, but coach your team.
And so here are the foul shots on the personal foul against True Washington. But C.J. Nolan will come into the game, and True Washington to the New Mexico bench.
This UNLV team, Carter, as you know, is a veteran team. 6-year players, 5-year players. So they've been to a lot of tough environments, and this is a tough environment right here tonight.
And now the largest lead for UNLV at 7 points in the first half. Dent, he's fouled. That's on the floor before the shot by Joseph. Foul against Jalen Hill. Again, it's on the floor. Kevin Kruger's success at the pit. 2 wins here as a head coach, 1 as a player. Right into Joseph. 12 early points for Joseph as Njai again has to back off.
They have no answer for him. Keep going to the big fella. Sometimes you get carried away. People want to get their points. Go inside.
Henley pressured by Borovichinen. Terrific defensive player at 6'9". Spins out for Henley. Omseal has the rebound. C.J. Nolan. Now Dent will reset. Dent 6 points, 2 assists early. And now off the screen from Joseph in the paint. Dent to the rim. Count it! And 1. Had a chance at a 3-point play for the junior from Riverside, California. One of the nation's top point guards, Donovan Dent, leading New Mexico back after the early UNLV lead. It's a 3-point game at the pits.
Here with Coach Pitino, Coach Nelly doing a lot of damage for you in the paint. What's working for him?
Yeah, I mean, we're throwing it too many good spots. They're not able to get to those low traps that they do.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Nelly Jr. Joseph already as many shots in this game as he had on Tuesday night at Nevada. 12 points in the first 12 minutes for Nelly Jr. Joseph.
Unbelievable. Tremendous moves. Using his body as a weapon. Keep going to him. It's not broken. Keep doing it. 75% from the field, 6 for 8.
In the first meeting, 22 and 18. He has 14 double-doubles on the year, 9th most in the nation, although only 1 double-double in the last 6 games.
Coach, when a team gets 24 points in the paint, Carter, right, you got to consider playing some zone. Some teams don't zone, but it's nice to have plan B and plan C.
Dent finishes off the three-point play. 9 early points for Donovan Dent. Makes it a 2-point game. He told us earlier today, we don't want to share it with anybody. But New Mexico needs either a win in this game or a Colorado State loss to win the Mountain West Conference regular season title outright. They've already clinched a share of the title and the #1 seed in the Mountain West Conference tournament, as they won last year as a 6th seed. Borvita, 4-3, and New Mexico's on top.
Big time shot by Borvita.
8-0 run in less than a minute and a half. Into the corner. Bedford. Omseal has the rebound on the tap out. Omseal to a trailing Borvita.
Sorry, Carter. Lobo score. I'm calling a timeout if I'm Coach Kruger.
Omseal misses on the baseline. Got a blocking foul underneath. And UNLV has brought in Isaiah Cottrell, who gets that first personal foul. He has barely played for UNLV in Mountain West Conference play. In fact, he's played only 5 minutes in conference play, both versus Air Force. But with Njai and Cherry both getting 2 personal fouls, you bring the 5th-year senior Cottrell off the bench, and he gets his first. Time for tonight's player profile, brought to you by State Farm. Mustafa Omseal, the 5th-year senior from Helsinki, Finland. Double-double in the home win over San Diego State after 3 years at Dayton. He's endeared himself to the Lobo fans.
Very good three-point shooter. UNLV's got to get a hoop now. Really struggling without Rich Wayne and Cherry.
Both teams shooting better than 55%. So here's Cottrell, dumps it off to Jalen Bedford. Hill, shot big, takes a bump, gets to the rim. Jalen Hill, we are even again at 32.
Hill does a great job attacking off the bounce.
5 straight double-figure scoring games for Jalen Hill. He has 11 already. Into Joseph in the post, right around Isaiah Cottrell. 14 first-half points on his senior night.
Easy money for him, Carter. Keep going to the big fella. Don't get amnesia.
Henley behind the back. Kick to the corner. 3 ball. No good. Joseph has the rebound after the miss by Hill. Dent catches on the fly behind the back. Donovan Dent! A magic act! Donovan Dent behind the back, and a smile as he shakes his head. Not even Donovan Dent knows how he pulled that off.
That was like Houdini, Carter. It was magic. Crowd's going crazy.
A 13-2 Lobo run. Bedford turns. Joseph has the rebound. 5 rebounds for Joseph to go along with his 14 points. Dent and Joseph already 25 combined. But Dent misses from mid-range.
Yeah. UNLV's got to slow the tempo down a little bit. Let's get more movement, swing it side to side, and drive. They're doing a great job on dribble penetration, but they got to swing the ball. More movement now. They're getting a little tired. They're not real deep.
In the first meeting in Las Vegas, Dent and Joseph combined for 56, and they're doing it again. Omseal commits the foul on Jalen Hill.
Donovan Dent, the magician, pushing ahead. Joseph, the rebound. Here, packed it behind his back. Scoop. Forget about it. He used the rim as a protector. Here he goes, behind the back, through the traffic. Easy money for him. He had a big smile on his face as he ran up the court right by us.
When we asked Donovan earlier today, all right, you play so well with both hands, you play so well in traffic and around the rim. Is that something you practice? He said, absolutely not. I got to give credit to God for that ability. Because he said, sometimes I don't even know how I pull it off. And that would be a prime example.
He's magic. Tremendous penetrator. One of the best point guards in the country.
And a smile on his face as he visits with Nate Harris, our lead official. Hill misses the second. Joseph another rebound. That gives him 6 rebounds, 14 points in the first half. Well on his way to his 58th career double-double.
Amazing. Keep going to Joseph. Get the big fella the ball.
Njai back in the game with 2, so into Joseph, but he can't hit this one. Boarded by Jaden Henley. Henley in the paint, off the bounce, lost it on the way up. So now Dent says clear it out. Amsiel wants it in the corner, wide open for three. Rebounded by Bedford.
Amsiel's not in his rhythm. He hasn't taken many shots.
He is 0 for 3 shooting in this game. Only 1 point for Mustafa Amsiel, their third leading scorer.
Henley, the leading scorer now, without Didon Thomas.
Bedford off the curl. Drops it off. Joseph gets the block. On Injai, sending New Mexico on the run. Dent will reset off the screen from Joseph. The pick knocked out of bounds, and that will be New Mexico ball.
We got a great one here. Got a great one here in the pit. Stay with us. CBS Sports Network.
Coming up, it's AT&T at the half with Kiana Martin and Chris Walker. I'll get you up to speed on everything going on in college hoops, including an impactful game in the A-10. Well, here's New Mexico's tournament resume. The net ranking 42. Yeah, 4 quad 1 wins. They got one earlier in Nevada, then it went away because Nevada slipped to 76. But the wins over UCLA on a neutral in Henderson, Nevada, VCU at home, New Mexico State's rally that doesn't look as bad as it used to at San Jose State. So Jerry Palm projects them at 9. But Pete, after the Lobos last year on Selection Sunday, the word was they would not have gotten in the tournament at large. They won the Mountain West Conference tournament to get the automatic qualifier. So that leaves you uncomfortable about at large in 2025.
No question about it, because the preference now for the Power 5, they're getting 10, 11, 12, 13, yeah, for SEC cards. So, yeah.
Rolling off the shot fake.
Yep.
Here's Joseph. Banging down low. Cherry shot fake. Got him up in the air. Joseph finishes 16 first half points. Lobos, after trailing by 7 early, again lead it by 5.
Right now, it's Junior Joseph's world card, and we're just passing through it.
Off the curl, Bedford. Tough 2. Yeah, that's an air ball. That's a tough one for Bedford. And the Lobo faithful let him hear about it. Joseph. Nice look for Dent, reversing rolls. And now tipped out of bounds. New Mexico keeps it. Plenty of time to shoot.
Junior Joseph, nice move. Cherry's worried about his 3rd foul. Nice shot fake. Good finish for the big fella. He's owning the paint right now. Owning it.
His career high is 28. He has 16 in the first half. Joseph, mid-range. That's off. That's not Joseph's shot.
Right there, he's doing a favor to UNLV by taking a 12, 14 footer. He can make that, but keep going to the rim.
UNLV only 1 for its last 8.
Rishwain being hurt was devastating. Cherry's been out. Now he's back in.
Already without Didon Thomas. Now Rishwain out. Cherry and Injai in foul trouble. Short jumper from Henley. Fight for the loose ball. Milicevic on the deck. That's a tie-up. Possession arrow will keep it on this end for UNLV as Milicevic and Brooklyn Hicks both get on the floor. Tomorrow morning, head across the pond for an EFL showdown. Coventry City and Stoke City go head-to-head at 7:30 Eastern. Catch it all right here on CBS Sports Network and streaming live on Paramount+.
Great hustle by Milicevic.
I think Coach Pitino's upset because Milicevic was trying to get a timeout, but he didn't have possession of the ball.
Right.
And Kelly Pfeiffer's judgment, so no timeout granted. Bedford launches. Off the rim, nearly touched on the rim. But Borovichinen brings it back.
Running Rebels really struggling now from the perimeter. Credit the defense by the Lobos.
Nolan in the paint, step back. Rebound by Pop Injai. Hicks in the paint, flips it back, Henley. Jalen Hill, de facto point guard He and Henley sharing the duties while Deion Thomas is injured.
He's doing a good job attacking the basket.
Hill falls down on the deck. Hill trying to get in there. That's another tie-up. This time, it's New Mexico ball. You know, it hasn't really shown up much for UNLV when they've been winning 6 of 7, but you feel like they're really missing Deion Thomas right now.
No question about it. He's the general. He's a tremendous point guard. Preseason, first team All Mountain West. Big loss for the Running Rebels.
And when I asked Kevin Kruger, what are the chances he'll be back for the Mountain West Conference tournament, he said, I guess you just have to tune in and see.
Yep. Hopefully he will.
Joseph screens for Dent. Njai hedges out. Now back to Donovan Dent to Joseph. Dunks it down. Dent to Joseph. Lobos have their largest lead. 18 first half points for Nelly Jr. Joseph. Timeout, UNLV. Kevin Kruger uses the timeout before the half. We step aside for 30 seconds.
A great job, the pick and roll. All right, right here now, Dent and Joseph. He gets it right here. All right, roll it. All right, freeze it right there. Both guys come to Dent. The big fella rolls. All right, and he finishes. Great pick and roll.
Since the technical foul on True Washington, a 17-3 run for New Mexico in response to that tech on Washington after he got his first personal, then the tech for his second. And the Lobos roll 17-3 since then.
Once again, not a lot of depth for the Running Rebels. And then you lose Rich Wayne. Cherry was out for a while. And credit the defense by New Mexico, doing a great job.
Jalen Hill on the wing to Brooklyn Hicks. Feed it inside. Cherry power dribble. Cherry attacks.
I love Cherry. He gets the ball deep, boy. A lot of trouble.
8 points for Cherry on 4 for 4 shooting. Timeout, New Mexico. Back in 30. Deion Thomas Jr., who's UNLV's leading scorer, assist man, all-conference sophomore point guard, missing his 5th straight game with a right shoulder injury suffered February 15th at Fresno. He finished the game and then was reevaluated after, so Deion, and we talked to Jaden Henley today saying, hey, what's it been like playing without Deion? He said, well, one thing, Deion has remained positive, optimistic, very much engaged as a leader on the team, even though he's not playing right now.
It helps a great deal, but missing a tremendous player. Points and assists.
So you see the differential. Dent in no rush, starts to move. Shot clock under 10. Joseph gives it back to Dent, and now Dent pulls up from the elbow. Tap out, Joseph. Rebounded by UNLV, so here comes Hicks. Hicks attacks, floats, and one! With 2.4 before the half. A chance at a three-point play for Brooklyn Hicks.
Great move, inside out dribble, protects the ball. Going to the glass, use the glass. Great finish by Hicks. Was in there, tremendous camera action by our crew back home. Boom! Big hoop at the end of the first half.
Had a second personal foul on Philip Borovichinen, so it's already a 4-point swing from the Dent miss to the Hicks make with a second foul on Borovichinen, and Hicks has a chance to make it a 2-point game. Still 2.4. Dent will get it, bobbles it, gets to half court, and he almost hits. Donovan Dent. 11 first half points. Joseph has 18, but New Mexico leads it only by 2. Nearly another miracle for Donovan Dent. And let's check in with Tiffany with Donovan.
Donovan, how did y'all's defense help to spark the late run?
Actually, our defense was pretty bad this first half. We got to pick it up. Coach is going to be on our butt a little bit at halftime. We got to pick up our defense.
And then your connection with Nelly. Why have you guys been so effective?
They're hard hedging me a lot in the ball screen and staying with me. Nelly's diving right into the pockets, getting wide open dunks.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Donovan Dent and the Lobos put up 40 in the first half. Coming up, we'll go back to the studio with Kiana Martin and Chris Walker. You're watching March to March, presented by Principal. You're watching March to March, presented by Principal. An electric finish by Donovan Dent behind the back. And then at the rim, 11 points, and he has done it with flair. Lobos by 2 with Tiffany Blackman, Pete Gillen. I'm Carter Blackburn. We told you that all those UNLV defensive numbers have been great in their last 7 games. And then the Lobos put up 40 in the first half, 29 from Joseph and Dent.
Unbelievable. Like you said, the last 7 games, they're locking people up. 59 points, 38% field. Right now, 40 points, 55% from the field for New Mexico. So they got to tighten their defense if they want to win.
UNLV needs Jalen Hill to step up, especially with Didon Thomas and now Julian Rishwain out.
He's doing a great job, Hill. Scoring to the basket, got 12 points, 4 for 5 from the field, 4 for 5 from the free throw line.
And then Nelly Jr. Joseph, 18 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks, and 2 steals on his senior night.
He's a wrecking machine at a low post. Keep getting him the ball.
Points in the paint in the first matchup. New Mexico had 42 points in the paint. Already 32 points in the paint at the half. So an obvious question for UNLV, how do you slow them? And for that answer, we check in with Tiffany.
Yeah, well, they've got to keep competing, and that is what I talked with Coach Kruger about at halftime. He said it's been a great atmosphere and that their compete level has been high, so he wants to see them keep it up. He did note how tough it's been considering that Julian Rishwain did go down. So he said now it's just the mental challenge of staying physical and taking care of the ball, because they've had to make a lot of adjustments and try to keep up with that rotation with Julian out.
And Pete, I'm going to beat you to the punch. Yep. I think the first 5 minutes of the second half is going to go a long way in determining the outcome of this game.
I got to write that down. You sound like a coach.
Absolutely, Pete. I didn't even go to 5-star. There's Cherry inside. So that's a message out of the half, right back into Cherry.
Great job by Coach Kevin Kruger. Get it to the big fella inside. Toughest place to guard somebody, Carter, as you said before, is a low post.
10 points on 5 for 5 shooting for the junior from San Diego who played at New Mexico Junior College in Hobbs.
Yep.
True Washington off the side screen to Omseal. And now Omseal will kick to the corner. Nice look. Dent. Not a great 3-point shooter, although he's knocked down a few lately, including 2 early on Tuesday at Nevada. Back to the bucket from Cherry.
Great job inside. It's a mismatch now. We got Omseal, he's sealing him. All right, protected. All right, nice pass inside. The big fella, little pump fake. Late great Chuck Daly, we love that. The violent pump fake. Get the defense off balance. Nice finish by Cherry.
Even at 40, crossover, Bedford. Nails the 3 after the crossover, Jalen Bedford.
You gotta love the heart of the running Rebels, Carter, in this cauldron.
So playing without 2 of their best players. They played the whole season without Rob Whaley and Jace Whiting, both injured. A lot of heart. Washington, Joseph couldn't handle it. And just to grab it on the baseline, double comes into the hands of Washington off the deflection. He puts it high over Jeremiah Cherry.
That was a great shot. Cherry went up, he just floated it.
7 now for True Washington. 17-0 when he scores in double figures. Henley's going to feed it into Cherry again. Backing down on Joseph, and now Cherry rolls out. First miss for Cherry in the game.
A little bit of contact, play on.
True Washington on the wing. And New Mexico with the win, the outright Mountain West Conference regular season championship, or the Colorado State loss at Boise. There's Dent, and he has 13.
Unbelievable. He goes through 2 or 3 guys, Carter. It's amazing.
You saw the note right before the half. The first player with over 1,600 points and 200 assists in a regular season since Ja Morant. 2018-2019, Washington nearly got the steal. Into Cherry again, and now he'll kick it on the baseline. Hill lost it on the way up. Cherry, shot fake, rolls in, and he has a flex for the Lobo faithful.
Yeah. Both big guys are playing great. Once again, when teams are dominating the paint, Carter, you get up plan B. Play some zone, do something, protect the paint.
5 ties, 10 lead changes. Both teams have led by 7. Washington cut off. That's a foul call. Looks kick. So set it to 20. Rather than a foul, it's a kick.
He's unbelievable. Inside out, in traffic, hangs it forever. Uses the glass. Nice pass by Cherry. Nice pass. Looked like some contact. Another pump fake. Cherry finished.
Dent will reset. Dent whips it into the corner. Grapevine for reaching in for 3. Amseal offensive rebound. Off the glass. Lobos back on top.
Great rebound by Amseal.
And that is his first basket of the game. And back comes the sellout crowd. They call it a cherry out. That's the official color for the Lobos. Inside Cherry, off the look from Bedford. Borovic in there to pick it up. After Cherry lost the handle. Dent lob ahead, Cherry knocks it away. And now the Rebels run. Henley into the paint, off the window. UNLV by 1.
Henley's got more moves than a can of worms.
Dent bumped. He'll head to the free throw line. That is a shooting foul.
You got to box out. A shot goes up, you got to box out. Corner shot, corner rebound, Amseal. Great offensive boards by Amseal. But we got an answer. Henley stepped through, nice finish. Got a great win here in Albuquerque. Stay with us.
During that timeout, unfortunately, we watched Julian Rishwain come down the tunnel here at the pit with a brace on his left knee and then on crutches. And Rishwain coming off a career night on his senior night. Hot start to this game, and then he takes that tumble, and you see him grab his left leg. We don't have any official word from UNLV, but Rishwain on crutches. At this point, his dad, Brian, was there to escort him back to the court and back to the bench. And for more, we check in with Tiffany.
Yeah, Carter, I did see both of his parents up there to support him at the top of the tunnel. And now, just now, watching his teammates come up to him, slapping high fives with him, giving him pats on the back while he sits there on the bench now. Tough break for them. He is one of their leaders, but they are there to support him and him back out to support his team in this game.
And Mom Aaron here as well. Rishwain in his 6th year of eligibility, 4 years with Todd Golden, 3 at San Francisco, last year at Florida. And again, we visited with him just this afternoon talking about him getting his master's in sports management and how much he was enjoying this UNLV basketball team. 26th the other night, a win over San Diego State. And now he joins Didon Thomas on the UNLV bench. But boy, are the running Rebels fighting, winning 6 of 7. They're locked into the 6th seed in the conference tournament, so they won't get a bye. They can't improve their seeding, but they are fighting hard.
Playing with a big heart, Carter. You got to admire it. Tough atmosphere, playing a tremendous team.
Shot clock winding down. Turnaround Hicks. Voted by Amseal. Throws it away. Richard Pitino grabs it, and he was hot at Mustafa Amseal for a silly turnover.
Yep. Hicks, that's not his role. Jump hook in the lane. Yep.
Just the 4th turnover by New Mexico.
Yeah, taking good care of the ball. They average 12 turnovers a game.
And yet UNLV, who has won its last 2 trips to the pit, chance to regain the lead. Short-handed. Shot clock winding down again. Hill turns the corner on Dent. Floats, and UNLV regains the lead.
Hill's having a great game. Really good off the bounce.
Our 14th lead change between the Runnin' Rebels and the Lobos. Dent to Amsiel, into Joseph, and one. Lobos back on top. Joseph now with 20 in the game to go with 9 rebounds.
Great combination. Dent, Amsiel, bounce pass. Nice finish by Joseph. Nice bounce pass. No answer for Joseph. Keep going to him.
The 5th-year senior from Benin City, Nigeria. Again, his career playing for Rick Pitino at Iona. Continued it playing for son Richard here at New Mexico. 15 lead changes, although Joseph couldn't hit the rest of that three-point play. Noland, tough D, and a foul called, and another tough tumble.
Good call.
And Jalen Hill hits the deck hard. Second personal on Nolan.
Yep. Good call. Trying to get some of the ball, but he's ripped his arm off.
Two shots coming for Jalen Hill. A chance to give the Runnin' Rebels the lead again. We're tied at 50. Tomorrow, check out some Arch Madness with the Missouri Valley Conference semifinals. See which teams can advance to the championship right here on CBS Sports Networks. Drake's Isaiah Howard, 21 points, 6 steals in Drake's win today over Southern Illinois. Ben McCollum, one of the great coaching jobs of the year there at Drake. Bradley, also a dangerous team.
Yep, no question about it. Two terrific teams. We had Bradley on CBS Sports Network against Missouri State card early in the year, and they're an excellent team. And Drake also. Two terrific teams.
Dent on the baseline. Left it short. Amsiel saves it. Rolls it back to Joseph. And now Dent on the wing. All the way cross court. Washington. A brick into the hands of Brooklyn Hicks. Hicks scooped up in the paint, and now Nolan rips it away. Tie up. Nolan digs down on Jalen Hill. The Runnin' Rebels and Lobos are doing battle.
Yep. No place for the weak at heart. Nolan, one of the best 6 men of the year in the Mountain West. With good help off the bench.
Already 9 lead changes this half.
It's a great game, Carter. You know, I'm tight as a clam. I'd pay to see this game.
And now Brooklyn Hicks is hobbling off for UNLV. So add Hicks to list of injuries or concerns for UNLV.
Running out of bodies.
Dent splits it, attacks, rejected. Njai got a piece of it. And now Henley slows it up.
Great block by Njai.
Henley poked from behind by Washington, out of bounds. UNLV keeps it.
Looks like he's got a basket. Dent goes to the basket. Njai says, no, not on my watch. Tremendous block.
Remember how much we talked about the foul trouble on Njai and Cherry in the first half? Well, they still both have 2, so they have avoided the further fouls after the big foul trouble early. Jalen Bedford D'd up by Donovan Dent. Bedford between the leg dribble, kicks it. Henley in the corner. Henley gets it back. Poked away by Washington. True Washington. Blocking foul called on Jalen Bedford. Second personal on Jalen Bedford after the steal by Washington.
It was a good foul, Carter. Basket was going for the Lobos. Here we go. Like a 4-on-2. Good foul.
But 8 steals now for New Mexico. And again, UNLV playing without their point guard. The Lobos wanted to turn them over, D them up, but it is not translated into the kind of lead that New Mexico hoped for.
No question. Lobos get 9 steals a game. They could go past it this game.
Amsiel floater, tap out Joseph. Washington runs it down. Great offensive rebound. And now Washington lost it. Joseph scoops it up and gives New Mexico the lead again.
He owns the paint. They might put his name there. Said it, Mountain West. Nelson Jelly Joseph.
15,500 plus. A sellout crowd at the pit, hoping to see the Lobos clinch the Mountain West Conference regular season title outright. Isaiah Cottrell. Kick out, late in the clock. Hill has to get it off. That is an air ball and a shot clock violation.
The loose ball in the paint. Nelly Jr. Joseph goes for the ball. Washington lose it. Joseph gets it. Nice finish by the big guy.
Reminiscent of the game winner over Nevada.
Yeah.
In overtime.
Yep.
On that same basket.
Dent's going out for a cup of coffee. No time for the cream. He'll be back in soon.
Now, Dent has rarely rested. He's only missed 10.5 minutes in the last 6 games.
Amazing.
Joseph back cut, Borovichinen off the look from Nelly Jr. Joseph. He has 3 assists and he's a rebound away from another double-double. Bedford between the legs again. Bedford launches. Long rebound, out of bounds. New Mexico ball. Lobos by 3.
Borovichinen. Nice pass. Attacking the basket. Go, nice pass by Joseph. Borovichinen. Nice finish. Get a great one here in Albuquerque. Stay with us.
In a back-and-forth game, Lobos by 3 on UNLV. Time for Experts at Work, brought to you by Principal. And here is New Mexico in the half-court offense.
Nice job by Borovichinen going to the basket. He passes there. Hold it right there. They trail him. All right, it goes right by him. He's trailing him. He gets caught. Hicks, nice pass by Joseph. Nice finish. Excellent offense by the Lobos.
So New Mexico a 9 seed, Utah State also 9 seed, and now Boise State and San Diego State after the loss to UNLV. That's 2 losses to UNLV. San Diego State slips to what will be the last 4 in. As of now, our Jerry Palm projects all 4 getting into the NCAA tournament. Boise State 9-23 away from the win over Colorado State. That would deliver New Mexico the outright championship. But the Lobos want to win it on their home court. They're going to cut down the nets after this game regardless, but you don't want to lose a game and then cut down the nets.
Yep.
That would be a rarity. Amseal back cut, poked away, Henley, and then Hicks is there to pick it up.
Question is how long you keep Donovan Dent out. He's your glue. You got to give him a little rest. He's doing so much.
Cherry in the post, banging with Joseph again. Creates Bedford 3. Good look. Tap out, loose ball. Cherry runs it down. Cherry walked. Couldn't hold the foot down.
Great hustle by Cherry. Long shot, long rebound. He goes for it hard. Boom. Nice hustle for sure, going after the basketball.
And now Cherry's a little ginger coming away too. He's hobbling now.
Oh my goodness.
All of the Rebels are banged up right now.
Yep. But you gotta love them. They're playing with a big heart. Both teams playing with a lot of courage.
UNLV's won 6 of 7 after they endured a 5-game losing streak in Mountain West Conference play. Borovichinen into Joseph. Already 22 points. Rebound Amseal on the offensive glass. Another stick back. And one on Mustafa Amseal's senior night at the pit.
Nice job. They double team inside. 2 guys come at Joseph. There's 2. They leave Amseal alone. Great rebound by Amseal. Nice finish. He's mainly a 3-point shooter. He's getting in the mud, getting in the glue, getting in Bloody Nose Lane. Great rebound, great basket by Amseal.
The foul was on Jeremiah Cherry. Bear, his 3rd. Amsiel finishes off the three-point play. And just a quick officiating note, Nate Harris told us True Washington in the first half, they got teed. It's because after he was called for a foul, he pointed to the video board to dispute the foul, and that is an automatic technical foul. So that's why Washington was teed, but New Mexico responded with a 17-3 run. And now Henley pokes it away from Amsiel. Rebels run down 6. Henley, Bedford turns the corner, bumped, blocking foul, called on True Washington, his third.
Yes. Basket's good. He called it.
Count the basket.
Bedford goes in there. Yeah, it's close. Washington doesn't think so. It was a block for sure, Carter.
But he misses a chance at a three-point play. Borovic in the rebound.
Very physical game.
7 ties, 17 lead changes. Washington off the screen from Joseph, pulls up True Washington. Joseph has the rebound, misses the stick back. Amsiel, another offensive rebound, and then he traveled. Richard Pitino disagrees.
Richard Pitino went crazy. He's got to be careful. You don't want to get a tee. Joseph has it in traffic. The ball. Yeah, he did a little pirouette. Didn't walk initially, but he did. Good call by the official.
Rebound by Joseph. He officially has a double-double. 15th of the season. 58th of his career. Now Henley. Joseph has another rebound, so make it 22 points, 11 rebounds. Still almost 10 minutes to go in the game on Joseph's senior night.
Cherry was begging for the ball.
Washington steps back and drills it. New Mexico equals its largest lead. Dent will check back in at the next chance for New Mexico. Another three ball. What an answer by Jaden Henley. Timeout, Kevin Kruger and UNLV. Washington followed by Henley.
Washington play with a big heart. You give him room, he's going to shoot it. Steps back, left-hander, bottom. Got a great one here in Albuquerque. Way downtown, Henley, boom. Got a great one. Stay with us.
Richard Pitino's Lobos by 4 on UNLV. A chance for Rick Pitino and Richard Pitino to be the first father-son conference coach of the year in the same season. It's been done before, father and son.
Amazing.
But Pete, you go back with your fellow New Yorker Rick Pitino to the islands of Honolulu, Hawaii in 1975.
It's a long time ago. Moby Dick was a minnow then, Carter, but it was Rick. Rick's a great coach. He taught me a lot. He was there 2 years. I was there 1. A tremendous coach. And Richard Pitino, his son's doing a great job, certainly here for New Mexico.
And you just knew in 1975 that Rick Pitino would end up on the Tonight Show, right? I mean, you just knew it from the start.
No, I knew he was a great coach. Very intense. He made Coffee nervous. He was so intense. But I didn't think he'd be on the Tonight Show. But
and what happened when you got blown out at Hawaii?
Well, I was in the Pacific doing a backstroke. He got a job about 17 seconds at Syracuse, your alma mater. But Richard's doing a great job, and got a chance now to win the outright championship in the Mountain West. But as you said, they got a share right now.
Well, it has been done with less fanfare than Rick's revival of St. John's, but still a remarkable renaissance here for New Mexico. Joseph, who nearly rips the rim down.
What a combination, those two. Tremendous.
24 now for Nelly Jr. Joseph. Cherry on the other end. It rolls into the bucket.
I love that. Keep going to the big guy. Let the big dog eat. Go to Cherry. Shooting 55% from the field. She have a wide open jumper.
Dent in tight again. Bump. Cherry got the block. Out of bounds. New Mexico keeps it.
We're letting some contact go. Dent's drive in. He got hit once. Goes in. Yeah, well, he kind of jumped into him. Good call. Good no call. Dent jumped into the defender, to Cherry.
So, principle of verticality demonstrated by Cherry.
Yep.
Washington, by the way, now has 10 points. Undefeated when he scores in double digits. Washington fouled by Henley. 6 team fouls now on UNLV, so one more there in the bonus. Second personal on Jaden Henley. Correction, it's 5 team fouls on UNLV. Jump the gun.
Neither team is real deep, but right now UNLV don't have many answers on the bench.
They were not deep coming into this game, and now they're without Julian Rishwain.
Yep. He was off to a great start.
Amseel backing down. Still time to work with on the shot clock. Washington pick and roll with Joseph in tight. Mismatch in the post, and that's an easy bucket for Joseph.
Keep going to the big fella. It's his world right now.
2 points away from tying his career high on his senior night. Now Cherry not backing down, turns around, rattles out, fight for the rebound, won by the Rebels. It's rolled out. Bedford has it on the wing, into the corner, 3-ball, Henley. Henley confident strokes the 3.
Great hustle by the running Rebels, Carl. They're getting in the mud, they're getting in the glue. Dent creates into the corner. Nolan can't hit the 3, tap out. Washington has it. Better double him, you better double him. There comes the double. Joseph gets away, it's knocked away by Cherry. And so that sends Hicks on the run. Numbers, Hicks takes it, misses in tight. Follow up Bedford, and UNLV still not going away. They're back within a point after trailing by 7 again. You gotta love the heart of both these teams, Carter. 2 winners. Nobody's going to be a loser tonight, even though one team will be second on the scoreboard. Dent bumped by Jalen Hill. A 6 seed locked in for UNLV, but they are fighting hard in Albuquerque. 1 point game. You're watching March to March, presented by Principal.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Senior night for 4 Lobos, all transfers, but they've made their impact here in Albuquerque. Nolan, Atiki, Amseel, and Nelly Jr. Joseph. And for more on the great duo for New Mexico, let's check in with Tiffany.
Hey guys, well, with Nelly Jr. Joseph, Donovan Dent told us that going into the season, this was the first summer that the 2 of them could really work out together, and they took full advantage of it. He said staying locked in every day. Guys, he had some fun with us too. He told us that the one thing Nelly has to work on is this, not letting my passes hit him in the face. I throw them quick. We've seen them connect tonight too on that pick and roll, guys, but they have a great, fun relationship.
Yeah, they come in hot from Donovan Dent, especially he's so good in tight, Pete.
Exactly. He throws bullet passes, left hand, right hand.
Rolls off for Dent. During the month of March, CBS Sports celebrates Women's History, honoring the role of women, inspiring generations to move forward together. That's the New Mexico Director of Basketball Operations, the pride of Keene, Texas, Hayden Stevens, who I asked Richard Pitino, how would you summarize her impact on the program? He said, she is our MVP.
Wow, great compliment by Richard Pitino. Keep going into Cherry now, if I'm the running Rebels.
Henley gets bumped. Gonna call that shooting? Believe they are. Yeah, the ball was on the way up, and now Richard Pitino is disputing that call. Just the first on Joseph, but it will be a shooting foul for Jaden Henley, who already has 11 points in the game. He missed a month of the season with a foot injury. A gloss over that injury. So New Mexico clinches the outright title with a win or a Colorado State loss. Rams playing at Boise right now. New Mexico has a share of the title at least. The Rams are up 6 in Boise. So Colorado State not going quietly.
No.
The share of the regular season title at least for Richard Pitino's Lobos. Their first regular season title in 12 years. Last year they won the Mountain West Conference tournament. Went to the NCAA tournament for the first time in a decade.
Right. As a 6th seed. Now, as you know, they're the #1 seed going into the Mountain West.
Dent kick out Milicevic. Off the look from Donovan Dent.
Got to give Milicevic credit card. Come off the bench, not shy. Knocked it in from way downtown.
He's a streaky shooter, had the game winner over Wyoming. That's his first of this game. Bedford, D'd up by Dent. With the pit crowd behind him, out of bounds, off the hands of Brooklyn Hicks.
Dent, another pass, Milicevic from way downtown. Look at him. All right, he's happy. Showing the 3.
Dent, the first Mountain West Conference player with 600 points and 200 assists in a regular season. Washington leans in, draws a foul. That is on Brooklyn Hicks. That's his 3rd.
Yep, good call. Attack the basket. Good decision by True Washington. And then shoot the jumper. Go to the rim.
New Mexico seeking its 11th straight home win. The longest home winning streaks in the country right now. St. John's 18, Rick Pitino's team. And St. Thomas, the Tommies of Minnesota, 18 straight home wins and eligible for the NCAA tournament this year, but they've had a remarkable season.
Yep, tremendous season.
Washington gets the 2nd. New Mexico on track to hit 80. It's the highest scoring Lobo team since 78-79.
They average 82 points a game, as you know, Carter.
Hicks in time, rejected by Joseph. UNLV keeps it. Hill picks it up. Hill banging down on Borovichinen in the paint. Hill turns, missed it badly. Joseph another rebound.
Danger zone right now for the running Rebels. They get a good shot now. If you're New Mexico.
Under 5 to go. Dent into the corner. Milicevic. Big rebound by Bedford to keep UNLV locked tight. Bedford took a ball play on. Bedford step back on Borovichinen. Rebound Joseph. Another one. That's now 14 rebounds to go along with his 26 points.
Not a good shot by Bedford. Defender was right in his mug.
And now Dent down the baseline. Floats and hits.
I call a time right now. Kevin Kruger, I call a timeout. Stop the bleeding. You're down 7. I know automatic's coming soon, but I'd stop it.
Dent and Joseph have combined for 44. Cherry whips it into the corner. Nice catch, Brooklyn Hicks. Joseph another rebound. Timeout on the next dead ball. This equals the largest lead of the game for New Mexico. Like you said, Pete, big-time danger zone for UNLV.
Yeah. Crucial possession now for both teams.
Dent kick, Washington for 3. Bumped. He'll head to the free throw line for 3 shots as the foul is called on Jaden Hanley. Nelly Jr. Joseph doing it with G as well.
Doing it on both sides. Attack the basket. No! Not with Joseph's watch. Then attack it to the basket. Nice floater. Right now, all Lobos.
Let's take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by Carvana. Pete, how would you evaluate?
Well, UNLV transition D, not good. Mexico's got 13 fast break points. They average 17, one of the tops in the country. Rebound, no. Down 5 in a rebound margin, defend the 3. All right, right now, Lobos pretty good, 6 for 19. Right, it's under 33%. Take care of the ball, 8 turnovers. So right now, the Lobos are doing it.
And here's the line for Nelly Jr. Joseph. Not just 26 points and 15 rebounds. He also has 3 assists, 3 block shots, and 2 steals.
Unbelievable. What a great game. Tremendous combination. Nelly Jr. Joseph, block and shot. He owns the paint right now. Mountain West and Jelly Joseph should be in the paint. Put it in red.
So versus UNLV this season, he had 22 points and 18 rebounds in the first meeting in Las Vegas. Tonight, 26 points and 15 rebounds. You do the quick math, and in not even 2 complete games against UNLV, that's 48 points and 33 rebounds for Nelly Jr. Joseph.
Right, way to peel back the onion card. I can't find the onion. You're peeling it back. Great stat. Joseph loves playing against these guys.
47 blocks. That's second in the Mountain West Conference. Magoon Guat, the great redshirt freshman for San Diego State, still a sizable lead, even though he's injured at the end of the regular season.
Right. Hopefully, the Aztecs will get him back soon.
But underrated for Joseph, he has 33 steals on the year.
Wow.
8 steals in the game for New Mexico. Largest lead of the game for the Lobos. 322 from an outright Mountain West Conference regular season title. Well, Colorado State has an edge in the final minute in Boise. Cherry poked away by Joseph, but right into the hands of Henley. Late clock into the corner. Brooklyn Hicks down the baseline, drops it off. Cherry, it's out of bounds off Washington, just 2 to shoot.
Hicks is struggling, Carter, this game. Having a tough time.
He's been struggling with his shot for a while, but they've needed him on the floor.
Yep.
So 2 to shoot on a critical possession for UNLV.
Yep. Not much time. Every possession is vital now for the running Rebels.
Bedford, he didn't get it off. Shot clock violation. Bedford dribbles it out, even though there was just 2 seconds on the shot clock.
He had no clue how much time is left on the shot clock.
And another indicator of playing without a point guard.
Great point. Don Thomas is a big loss, obviously, for UNLV. Preseason, first team all Midwestern Conference.
Outright title with the win or a Colorado State loss, but the Rams are closing in on a victory in Boise. So it is likely up to the Lobos here at the pit to close out the win and the outright regular season title. They've already clinched the 1 seed in the tournament in Las Vegas. Did splits and hits again. Donovan Dent, 20 in the game. He and Joseph have combined for 46.
One of the best 1-2 combinations in the country. That pick and roll is devastating. He makes great decisions.
And now another steal. Joseph ahead. Washington on exclamation point on a championship season for New Mexico. Timeout. UNLV in a rocking pit.
Donovan Dent penetrated, goes right to the basket, the floater. It's his world. We're passing through it. Slipping 5 to the guys on the bench. Tough shot going left, the floater. Through Washington, pretty good. Nice finish. Terrific athlete. Only a sophomore. Tremendous team.
A 12-0 run, the 15th run of 10-0 or better in Mountain West Conference games by the Lobos this year. And let's check in with Tiffany.
Guys, right before that steal, I saw every member of the Lobos coaching staff standing up, encouraging their players to keep the defensive pressure up, and it worked out, guys, for them.
Great point, Tiffany.
Absolutely. Kevin Kruger and UNLV have won their last 2 trips to the pit. On a 12-0 run, 13-1 run. That's a foul. Wipe out the bucket. It's on the floor. Foul on the floor. UNLV not in the bonus, so foul is on Joseph, but it is just his second. He's been remarkable. That's an underrated piece, too, of staying out of foul trouble and even playing with foul trouble. Joseph hasn't fouled out of a game this year.
Amazing.
30 games in, shot-blocking big man, hasn't fouled out.
Playing good position D, just walling up. Having a great year. He's got better and better. As you mentioned before, a couple years with Coach Pitino at Iona, you know, and 3 years and 2 years here.
2 titles at Iona with Rick, and now 1 at New Mexico with Richard. That's a travel by Cherry. Lobo basketball as they extend the double-digit lead. Coming up next, head to the studio and get in-depth highlights and analysis on the latest hoops action as we go coast to coast on Inside College Basketball right here on CBS Sports Network. They're chanting MVP. Officially, it would be Mountain West Conference Player of the Year, but it's all but a coronation for Donovan Dent.
It's all over but the Bengay. He should get it. I think he will.
Here's Dent on Jalen Hill. Tipped out of bounds. It is UNLV ball with 1:19. We're going to have a review here to see who it's out of bounds. Under 2 minutes, go to the monitor on the out of bounds to see who tipped it out.
Just to be safe. It looks like the Rebels ball, but we'll see. Dent with the floater off the ball.
And again, the call is out of bounds off of Omseal, UNLV ball. Tipped out. Well, your guess is as good as mine on whether they're going to overturn that one or let it stand. Well, you heard the chance of MVP. I think Donovan Dent would be yours and everybody else's Player of the Year in the conference.
No question, Carter. You know, tremendous player. 20 points, a leading scorer in the conference. You know, one of the top assist guys in the conference. Magungwat, the terrific player, defensive player of the year from San Diego State. Kobe Sanders, newcomer of the year from Nevada. C.J. Nolan, 6th man of the year, and my vote for coach of the year, Richard Pitino, Rick Pitino's son.
Let's have another look.
Yeah.
That is a good look, but
yeah.
I mean, again, the call is out of bounds off of Omseal for New Mexico. UNLV ball, and good luck trying to find indisputable video evidence to overturn this.
Tough one. Yep.
And double checking the clock as well.
Yep. Bedford and Omseal both in the car. So tough to tell who hit it last.
New Mexico ball. New Mexico ball. New Mexico ball and a fresh shot clock at 20. Yep. So it is reversed. And giving New Mexico a chance to run some clock now. Yep. They can take it down to about a minute. With a 13-point lead, foul given by Jaden Henley. And that's number 4 on Jaden Henley. 1-1.
You got to admire, Carter, the running Rebels, their effort, injuries, and play with a big heart and a sold-out arena. Over 15,000 rooting for New Mexico. Great effort, but a little bit too late.
Washington misses the front end. Rebounded by Cherry. Donovan Dent is the Mountain West Conference Player of the Year. Would be the first for the Lobos since Kendall Williams in 2013. Last time they won the regular season. Now a kick out. Bedford Joseph has another rebound. So the numbers for Joseph on his senior night, just remarkable, in addition to his 58th career double-double. Joseph now has 26 points, 16 rebounds, 3 block shots, 4 assists, and 2 steals.
Unbelievable, Carter. The 2 games he had against UNLV were remarkable.
Well, regardless of what happens down the stretch, New Mexico is the 1 seed. That's locked in. And the 6th seed is locked in for UNLV. And we have gone final in Boise. Colorado State wins 83-73. So Colorado State is the 2 seed. Joseph called for a foul there. And we're going to cut down the nets here at the pit regardless, but quarterfinals, semifinals, and championship. Quarterfinals, semifinals on CBS Sports Network. Championship game on CBS. And again, that's official Colorado State, 83-73. Huge win for the Rams in Boise.
Yeah, exactly, Carter. On the road, Nico Bedford. Phenomenal job. He lost so much. Isaiah Stevens, one of the best point guards in a long time in the Mountain West, and some other fellas, and they had a great run, came in second.
Nelly Jr. Joseph subs out, hugs on the bench, and cheers from the New Mexico crowd.
What a game.
And so now Richard Pitino is going to bring the seniors out. Nolan, Amseal, Atiki has yet to play in the game. And now Donovan Dent. He is a junior, a year of eligibility, but who knows what the future holds for Donovan Dent. The appreciative Lobo fans for the remarkable junior for Donovan Dent. And if you look back to last year, he was their 3rd player behind Jalen House and Jamal Mashburn Jr. You ask him to step up as a junior, and he becomes the only player in the country, 20 points, 6.5 assists a game, over 600 points and 200 assists in the regular season. First Mountain West Conference player to do that. And the winning spirit and winning ways and leadership from Donovan Dent have led him to a championship.
Exactly, Carter. Perfectly said. From Riverside, California, great high school team we talked about, and he's done an unbelievable job. Last year they won the Mountain West tournament as a 6th seed. This year, regular season champs. Who knows what will happen, but it can take an awful good team on an awful good night to beat these Lobos. How about the job Richard Pitino did? Losing some tough guys from last year. Mashburn, House, and JT Toppin.
That floats in for Jaden Henley. And when I did mention to Richard they could be the first father-son to win Conference Coach of the Year in the same season, he said, oh, way to jinx us, Carter. Way to jinx us.
He's got his dad's class and pizzazz, you know.
As Richard says, humor is a big part of my life. We talked to Donovan about that, too. He said, you know, I have a great relationship, but it took me a while to figure out when he's being sarcastic and when he's being serious. But this is a team that has a lot of fun together, and that's part of Richard Pitino's stamp on the Lobos.
No question. Done a wonderful job. He's got a terrific personality, and the team has an excellent personality.
You can see the smile from Donovan Dent. Washington has 19. They'll go to 18-0 when he scores in double digits. And now the 15,500 plus on the cherry out night, senior night, and the 4th sellout of the year. You think back to when Richard Pitino took over this team, it was coming off a very down season, 6-16 in the COVID year. He has built them back. And the conference champs outright. Lobos, the 2025 outright Mountain West Conference regular season champions.
Great win for the Lobos. Tremendous effort by UNLV.
They closed the regular season 25-6, 17-3, record for most Mountain West Conference wins. 2 more games in conference this season. Regardless, outright. And Donovan Dent and Richard Pitino, back to his high school days when Donovan Dent was under-recruited coming out of Centennial High School, but Richard Pitino believed in his future. Donovan Dent said, I'm going to deliver the Lobos another championship. They hadn't done it in over a decade, and he has delivered an outright Mountain West Conference title for the New Mexico Lobos, pulling away late from UNLV.
Tremendous effort. Combination of Dent and Joseph were fabulous.
So the Mountain West Conference standings, Colorado State locks in second place. UNLV will be the 6th seed, but remember last year, New Mexico won the Mountain West Conference tournament as a 6th seed, so hope for the Runnin' Rebels. New Mexico is the 1 seed. The mantra of the night was, we don't want to share it with anybody. Colorado State put pressure on them with the win at Boise, but New Mexico handles business, and now they will cut down the nets at the pit as Mountain West Conference champs for the first time in 12 years.
Tremendous effort defensively, offensively, and Dent and Nelly Jr. Joseph were spectacular. One of the best 1-2 combinations in the country.
In 2 games against UNLV, Dent and Joseph combined for 102 points. 56 in the first meeting in Las Vegas, 46 and this one in Albuquerque, and we wish Julian Rishwain all the best and hope that there's nothing but good things ahead for that terrific young man and a guy who was closing out his college career playing his best basketball.
Playing great. Very sad. Great game. Last game, as you know, got 26 points. Started off great tonight before the injury. And I'll tell you, UNLV's going to be very dangerous on the home court to keep playing like this.
Well, the goal ahead for New Mexico, of course, they want to win the Mountain West Conference tournament and Las Vegas for a 2nd straight season, but this is stunningly a program that has never won a Sweet 16. Last time they were in the Final 16, 1974. Last year, before at-large bids were handed out to the NCAA tournament. So, in effect, never been to the Sweet 16. That is the next step for New Mexico basketball.
They certainly can do it. They got the coaching, they got the talent, they got the experience.
And if you think the Lobos have turned heads already with this, when the entire state of New Mexico would be electric if Donovan Dent, Nelly Jr. Joseph, and this Lobo team can get on a run in March Madness like they've never done before. Fernando Lobo, the terrific new athletic director here at New Mexico, there to hand Richard Pitino the trophy. In 24, they won the tournament in Las Vegas to reach the NCAA tournament for the first time in a decade. Outright regular season champs for the first time in 12 years.
Tremendous effort. They did it on both ends of the court, defense, offense. That 1-2 combination of Dent and Nelly Jr. Joseph were unreal.
And worth pointing out, the student section had a concerted effort to not storm the court. So well done, Lobo students. Let's check in with Tiffany.
Hey guys, with Nelly Jr. Joseph, Donovan Dent, and Coach Pitino. Coach Pitino, the confetti falling, surrounded by your guys, and you get to be the outright Mountain West Conference champs. What does it feel like?
That's why we came here. You know, I really believe that you can win championships here. We've obviously did it last year, and then to be able to pull it out versus a really tough UNLV team to do it in front of one of the best fan bases all in college basketball is really special.
It is really special for you. And Donovan, I know you're getting pulled away here, but you made a promise to your coach that you guys were going to be the conference champs. What does it feel like for you to be able to fulfill that?
It feels amazing. This team was great all season long, and to accomplish what we came to start from the start of the season, it just feels amazing.
And for you, Nelly, so dominant tonight. Why were you so efficient, basically in all aspects of the game?
I mean, this is my last game in the pit, so, I mean, I got to play out for my team to win the championship, you know.
And your connection with this guy, how special is that?
He's a special point guard. He's one of the best point guard I ever played with. Like, he's the best, bro. I swear to God, he's the best.
Congratulations, and enjoy this.
Appreciate it. Come on now!
Let's go, bro!
A team that has earned a celebration. Richard Pitino took over a program while Proud was down, and now the Lobos are on top. For producer Matt Kushner, director Alana Campbell, Pete Gillen, Tiffany Blackman, and our entire crew, I'm Carter Blackburn. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Inside College Basketball is up next after the break. Good night from the pit.